And when you look at the growth of data, for me it is astounding. It is data that we actually collect through several tools, devices, sensors, social media. It's data that we collect on what people say on social media, what people do when they have loyalty cards, clinical trials, health data, genomics, genetics. And I can keep actually adding to this list. The vast amount of data has reached a size which, according to IBM, is estimated as 2.5 quintillion bytes. Now, quintillion is 1 billion gigabytes, so 2.5 billion gigabytes per day. That's the amount of data that we produce. And in the last 2 years, we already have produced actually 90% of the data which was produced in all the years before. And this is just amazing if I sit down and think about this. And this is not everything, this is today. And we keep adding sensors, devices, and systems. So the amount of data is only going to increase. The forecasts are already that the data universe is going to double every 2 years. And when I move to healthcare, there also we have an explosion of data, whether it's data in the labs, medical images, liquid biopsies, ECGs, medical claim data, prescription data. All of that, when you pull that together, you have a staggering amount of data. The question is, how are we getting ready organizationally and from a technological point of view to understand this data, to mine it, to look for insight? We have to, because all of us who are in the business of generating value for patients need to know that tomorrow we need to develop individual care for the individual patient, and we actually have to work on differentiated solutions which work as much as possible for the patients that we try to target. So we have to harness the value and the insight that all this data can bring to us. Today already, those of you who are working with AI know that the accuracy and the speed that you can get when you harness the power in the right way is phenomenal. So for business, what is important is to understand that AI is not about execution. It's actually a strategic choice that you make. It is still in its infancy, as I call it, in many industries, definitely in pharma. But when done right, the price is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be transformational, how it will actually create value for both businesses and patients. PwC calculated that by 2030, the contribution to the world economy because of the application of AI is going to be somewhere around, and you see the figure there, $15.7 trillion. I mean, the US economy, I think, is 19 trillion. This is the size of just almost the size of the US added in the next 12 years. Now, when we think of AI, everybody thinks about higher productivity, which is true. You can do things faster, more cost-effective, cheaper, so productivity will go up. And the 15.7 is made out of 6.6 trillion, which comes out of productivity gains. But that's not the big thing here. The productivity gains will allow people who actually use the AI as a tool to spend more time on what truly is the value addition, to spend time to think about which solution, services, can I actually bring to fore which are driven by AI. And in the same study, PwC predicts that out of the 15.7, 9, or I think it is 9.1 trillion, will be due to new value-added products and services added to the economy. So productivity is where we start. But the big ticket is actually the time it frees up for all of us to then think about new value-added services and products. When I move to pharma, McKinsey is estimating that in the first 5 years, we'll see an improvement of EBITDA between the 15% and 30%, and that's because of the productivity gain. We'll be able to do things that we are doing already, the routine job, faster, more accurately. But after that, in the second 5 years, EBITDA could increase up to 75%, and that's because of the new products and services added to it. So productivity will give us a competitive advantage, the productivity improvement, yes, but the change that we're going to see in consumption, demand, and consumer behavior, which will drive new value-added products, that actually is the big-ticket item.